Oh, hi there. I had to say something to make sure my audio worked before I actually started talking. Welcome in, everyone. What's up, Fluffy? Welcome in, Gojima. How's it going? Just gonna awkwardly sit here and cut this tomato. Well, hello. Gojima, fancy seeing you here. I saw you in office just a second ago. How much of a space jumper are you? I don't know why I'm cutting the tomato like this. It shouldn't be cut like this, but meow. Meow indeed. Fluffy, how is your day going? Happy, what's today? Wednesday? My god, I've been up since 5 a.m. and my sense of time is completely fucked right now. One of these days we'll figure out how to turn the volume of your stream up. I'm sorry. It looks like it's in the yellow. That's the weird thing. Is this better? Is this better at all? I know I was like close to the microphone. You know what? I'm just gonna turn it up more. Saw, dude. Welcome in, Attack. How's it going? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna try my best not to cut my fingers while I'm doing this, but no guarantee because I am looking at chat at the same time. Hope your Wednesday was as adventurous as you wanted it to be. But maybe not too adventurous because, like, it is a Wednesday, so you gotta pace yourself. Halfway through the week, can't go full venture yet. Well, currently eating peanut butter by itself or with something. Also, are you a crunchy or creamy individual? Watch last season of Stranger Things today, and now you have Choco Milk. Is it emotional support, Choco Milk? I don't know. I've heard mixed things about the finale. I haven't seen it, but definitely I've heard many, many things about it. What's up, Melody? Welcome in. Solo, okay. I remember my grandpa always used to get peanut butter as a midnight snack. I would spend the nights over at my grandma's house, and I'd hear my grandpa get up in the middle of the night and eat peanut butter. I'd always hear the lid screw off and everything. Thank you for the 20 stream streak, Melody. Holy shit. Thanks for being here. I say as I point a knife at myself. Yes, it's an emotional support chocolate milk. That's okay. I understand. In your opinion, the finale was good. I've seen some clips of it. Gonna be honest, I don't think that I'll ever, like, watch season 5. Or if I do, I'll watch it, like, way in the future after the fact. So I did look up the synopsis of the final episode. just to see. Just to see what happens, because I was curious. Emotional support chocolate milk is good, though. I have an emotional support yerba mate somewhere, but it is not right here, which is kind of sad. Which is very sad. I was also gonna light a candle and I didn't. There's so many things that I was gonna do and I didn't. It's been fun watching the kids grow up. Yeah, it's so weird. I saw one clip. Okay, so there was a bit of a spoiler on social medias, and I saw one clip involving Dungeons and Dragons. And I haven't seen Stranger Things since Goji and I watched, I think, the end of season 4, and that was like a while ago. That's the one where Eddie Munson goes missing, right? But like in my head, I remembered them as kids from like season 1. And so seeing them now, it was just like, what the fuck? Who are these adults? Haven't seen it. I've only watched some episodes of season 1. That's fair, Melody. That's fair. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I think, Goji, do you remember? Did we watch that in Colorado? Or was that previous? I can't remember. Finale of season 4 took you out completely, to be honest. That was like the fractures, right? And stuff. I don't want to give too much away in case there's anybody who hasn't seen it and wants to see it. I don't remember, to be honest. It's been a while. It's been I know it's been quite a bit. I don't think we were here when we watched the I don't know. I guess it depends on when it came out. I'm gonna go grab my pizza. I'm gonna be right back. I am so hungry. My mouth is watering from the smell of pizza right now. So I think I need to eat before we get into all of this shit. We got a lot of stuff to make tonight. We got a lot of stuff to start and I guess finish eventually. But I'm making some props for a Body Without a Name video tonight. We're gonna make some fake spilt milk. We're gonna make a blood container, kind of, sort of. We'll get there. The Eddie thing. Oh my god, I loved Eddie so much, and I don't know what happens in season 5, so I don't know if he comes back, but what they did wrecked me. I liked that character a lot. A lot. Okay, I'm gonna go get my pizza. Goji, your pizza is ready if you would like to come and nom some pizza as well. I have a tomato. Tomato. I'll be right back. Hell yeah, I want to try a slice. You want to try my dill pickle pizza on the stream? Oh, that's fine. Alright, cool. Got half of my dinner. There's the other half of my dinner.
Which one was which?
What?
Oh, is that the...
No, I haven't traded you.
Oh,
Alright, I'm back. I got my pizza. After a fight with an ornery person in the kitchen. Welcome back yourself, Melody. You even got a Hellfire Club shirt? I thought about getting one. I saw one at a secondhand store once, and I almost grabbed it, but I didn't. Now I'm sad I didn't. Man, I'm over this heat wave. Sick of melting and feeling lethargic. No kidding. Heat does that to me, too. I just feel like I just want to nap. But then I wake up with a headache, and then the heat's still there. Pizza looks so good. Dude, I'm so hungry. It's frozen pizza, but I took Loki to the vet, and oh, what the fuck? I got a pepper stuck in my throat. Took Loki to the vet. We got his labs. We will know tomorrow what those labs say, so that's good. Thank you. Thanks. But since we have him on the wellness plan and everything, I didn't know this when I went in. I thought I was going to have to pay for it, but because of the wellness plan, we were able to get him on because of the GoFundMe. It didn't cost anything today, so I was like, okay, I'm buying food instead of scrounging around the kitchen tonight. So I got pizza. Part of why I dislike the desert so much, I grew up in 110 plus heat. It sucked. Idaho would get that way during the summer. It would just get like ridiculously warm. And it was just dry. It was just hot and gross. Got to 110 yesterday. I did make a bit of a weird decision and picked up a dill pickle pizza, so we're gonna see how that goes. But it's very dilly, but not very pickly. We have so much snow here. How much snow do you have? How much snow is so much snow, Fluffy? Tomorrow back to 110. Gross. 86 at the moment. It is currently 40 degrees outside for us. Fairy, welcome in. How are you doing? I don't know how I feel about this dill pickle situation. It's kind of weird. So cold. Summer was 110 with high winds, so you got sand blasted in the face. Ew. Then in winter, it would be like 32 with high winds, sand blasting you in the face. So you just like always get sand blasted. Anakin is right to hate sand. Wait, when did he say he hated sand? True base. True base. Up to your knees, sort of. That's a lot of snow. That's like 2.5 feet. Oh! I'm glad you got it, Fairy. All my Christmas cards went out late. Technically, I sent them out before Christmas, but I knew they weren't going to get there until after. Never needed to exfoliate. Just stick your face out the door and, like, show each cheek. That makes sense. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating and gets everywhere. When did he say this? Probably, I'm gonna guess, around Jabba. Is that Naboo? I don't know. I'm just like telling you, it wasn't too long. That's fair. That's fair, Fairy. It's been so fucking long since I watched. Oh, I need to feed the cats. Shit. I said that and Loki let out a long meow. It's been so long since I watched a Star Wars movie. I think I got kind of like rebelliously pissed at them because of the whole Disney stuff. I didn't want to watch any of the animated stuff that, like the Clone Wars and stuff like that. So it's been a long time since I watched a Star Wars movie. Does it really? Okay. If that's the case, you're talking about like the... It came out a while ago. It might have been pre-Disney even. I just didn't like the animated stuff and I didn't want to watch it. But I really liked the OG movies. Are you hungry? What are you doing? Hi. Oh! Okay. That's fine. You can do that. You can't have pizza. I'm gonna have a couple more bites and then I'll feed you, okay? So Loki's doing okay. I don't know if you can see his little... He's got a little bandage on one of his back feet now because they had to draw blood today. Big boy! Big Loki boy! There we go. We can do that. He's insistent. When he wants your attention, he gets it. He wants the dill pickle pizza! Bro, he does. It also makes the fall of Anakin and Obi-Wan's feelings much more tragic and whole. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it like... Wait, fair okay. It pissed me off too. Yet to watch the Clone Wars. That came out a while ago. Maybe I should get over my grudge. He wants to snag it out of your mouth. Yeah, probably. He likes smelling our face. Can you? Are you gonna? Yeah? Hell yeah. Alright. I'll feed him. I'll be nice. Okay, buddy. Wait. Also, I forgot to set the cat cam back up, so we're gonna do that real quick. And while Ahsoka is annoying as ever living hell at first, she grows and you grow to love her. Okay. Ahsoka, that's she's got the blue thing, right? Which makes the live action show that much better. Oh, so this is like context, like prior to the show happening. What are you talking about, The Mandalorian? Or there's been so many. There's The Mandalorian, and then there's what's the other one? Andor. That's more recent than The Mandalorian. Okay. What the hell are we doing? All right, cool. There's that. We'll do that. Do this. I'm free. Okay. Buddy, back up. I'm a dumbass. I'm feeding both cats, so I got out 2 spoons. It's not the way it works, but, you know. Hi, dude. Is this yours? Would you like some of this? This is not yours. I'm sorry. Alright, buddy, here you go. I gotta give this to the prisoner. I'll be right back. Here you are. Alright, cool. Beasts are fed. I'm feeding my beast internally real quick. Also does Ahsoka. Mando happens after the Return of the Jedi. Oh, okay. See, I don't know what the actual like chronology is, so that means very little to me, but I'm sure it makes sense in some form or other. So it goes episode 1, episode 2, Ahsoka. Wait. Ahsoka. Clone Wars, episode 3. Then what? I know way more about Star Wars than I should. I should probably know more about Star Wars than I do, but I don't. So I feel like I was more into Lord of the Rings. Like I was more a fantasy nerd than a sci-fi nerd. You know, there's Christians that know the Bible too well. Dude, but Star Wars and Star Trek. Dude, I've got a coworker, and if you get him started on Star Trek, you're gonna be there for like the rest of your shift. Lord of the Rings as well. Yeah. That's Lord of the Rings, and for some reason as a kid, I went through this phase where I was like really into dinosaurs. I was really into Jurassic Park, and so at one point I knew way too much about Jurassic Park and the making of Jurassic Park. I liked robots, like animatronics and shit. You know. You get all the best scenes in the extended edition. I feel like the extended edition has a lot more world building things. So, not just the base story. Here's the thing though, if Peter Jackson tries to do the Silmarillion, it's not happening. I'm not watching it. After The Hobbit, I'm sorry. I think my evolution was fairies. Oh my god. I got something from my parents' house when I went back from my childhood. Speaking of which, speaking of like kid obsessions, hold on. I want to know if anyone else remembers these. These were my fucking life for a while. I studied these. But, so, got these from my sibling who's gonna be moving out soon, and so they're like, yeah, take all your shit. I don't want to keep it. This was the start of my nerdness, I think. It's kind of weird writing, but this is a book called Fairyopolis. You remember these, Melody? Oh my god, these were fucking awesome. They had all like the pull-out stuff that you can, like the little passports and shit, and I didn't even know my siblings still had these ones. I knew that, like, they had my I Spy books, which I also got back. But these were the start of my tism fixations. Let's put it that way. Because, like, I don't know. I wanted to live in a cute little garden with fairies and flowers and tea. I don't know. Also tile puzzlers. Oh my god. I Spy was life. I Spy was life. I fucking loved I Spy. I would sit there and just look. There were certain pages that I would just fucking stim with, and I don't know why those certain pages, but one of them was a greenhouse, and it had a whole bunch of like flowers, and the sun was coming in. And then there's the woodland one where all the little frogs and creatures are in their little places. So this was the start of my bullshit. Catopia, because I always had cats as a kid. So I had this one as well. And then I Spy Treasure Hunt happened, which led me down the pirate route. And then I studied the shit out of this. And then when I was old enough, dinosaurs, Jurassic Park, and then Lord of the Rings. And I didn't stand a chance. I was a nerd from the beginning, and I couldn't help it. Fucking love those books though, because they're tactile and you can pull shit out of them. And like, I don't know if this one still has the compass in it, but I know it has a compass in the front of it. But where is it? I don't think it does. Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god. I found my own treasure map! I don't know if you guys can see this, because it's in red. But, holy fuck! I didn't know this was in here. My treasure is located in northwest of the island, near the old lava flow walk 20 paces northwest from the blackened tree. The chest is 9 feet and below. Holy shit. I didn't know that was in there. I forgot that I wrote my own, because I lived on a fairly big, like, in the country type place, and so there were a lot of trees and shit. The nostalgia! Dude, we need to get out my I Spy books one of these days and just have a stimmy I Spy stream, I think. I have a stack of I Spy books. We should do it with those too. Just like get some tea and just nostalgic kids books. I think this needs to happen. Also, tile puzzles attack. Are you talking about the ones that you like slitted? That you slide around and you make a picture out of? Those ones? Yep. I liked the digital version of those. There was a Pajama Sam game that was kind of like that. Do you remember the Choose Your Own Adventure books? I never got into Choose Your Own Adventure books, but I did. They were like the historical fiction ones with the two kids. And there was like a mysterious person named M that would leave them messages. I can't remember the name of the books. But it's been for days with those. I liked any sort of like puzzle things or like stuff that I had to work out and like connect the dots with and put together. Like that I Spy book Treasure Hunt, all of the pages are all different scenes from one big diorama of a city or a town, like a lakeside town or oceanside town. And then there was like a big like zoom out of the entire town and like piecing together where everything was and like finding the treehouse and Magic Treehouse. That was the name of those books. They'd go to like Egypt and shit. Also, Tater. Yes. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? Come on now. Hi. Hi, Tater. How are you? It's good to see you. Mm-hmm. That was weird. Since we're heroes, can we get some Arby's? Are you guys listening to David Bowie? Were you listening to David Bowie? I mean, yeah, sure. RJ, if you want, you can get Arby's if you want. I have pizza. I've got a dill pickle pizza. So it might not go too well with the Arby's, but I hear they have the meats. Don't quote me on that, but I think they do. How are you, RJ? It's good to see you. Ew, hey. Okay, it's not the best. I tried it. I did a courageous, brave thing and tried something new, and it's okay. I don't know, Goji, how do you feel about it? Goji and I did swapsies on 2 pieces. I got a piece of his buffalo chicken one, and he got a piece of my dill pickle pizza. I think I came out on top on that one. We're talking about meat here. Ed, what else would we be talking about? I'm in an empty, undecorated room with a pile of shit behind me on a table, eating pizza and drinking this in a fucking overall. Do you think we wouldn't be talking about meat in here right now? We're also talking about pirates and kids' books. And Ed, did you have the... Do you remember these? I don't know if you were here when we were talking about these just now, but do you remember these? That's like someone getting anchovies on their pizza. RJ, I like anchovies on my pizza. However, the first time I did that, I put like, I don't know, like 15 anchovies on one pizza, and that was the most disgusting thing I've ever done in terms of food. Not the most disgusting thing I've ever done. That's saved for a non-food, you know what? It's the most disgusting thing I've ever made, like food-wise. Not anchovies. That looks fucking awesome. It's got shit in it. It's got, you put the, it's got little books. I got these from my parents' house. This is my childhood. But yeah, it has shit you can open. Like, all this stuff in it. It goes over all the pirate stuff. By the grace of God. And it shows you all the different... It's got a whole bunch of this stuff. It's got like pirate terms. I think this one, if I remember right, it's a black spot. Can't remember. It might be though. Oh shit, yeah.
Now the main problem area is up here. All of this going on up here.
That makes sense. That checks out.
Me the most physical discomfort.
Sorry, we're going over like
visceral reaction of
our kid stims.
This area is not
What's
good either. I hate
what
this,
we obsessed over
but I'm
first.
mainly worried about this.
Thank you, Tater, by the way. How are you? How are things? I might have missed a message or two. I was obsessed with pirates. I was obsessed with pirates. The cat one's kind of cool, but it's just like cat facts. I was obsessed with pirates and fairies. Fucking fairies. I was into Tinkerbell, but I was into like the Tinkerbell novels where all of them had their own little like outfit and shit. And then like a group of my friends at school, we were all different fairies. Mine was a vampire fairy, so I had like bat wings. Her name was Vanessa. I was a fucking badass. Not anchovies. Anchovies are good. Moderation, yes. But anchovies are good. I need to eat so we can start. Sorry. Can we find buried treasure with it? I found my B-Wags. First of all, you don't have to look too far because the treasure's at the end of the book. But dill pickle pizza is interesting. It's not very pickle-y. I mean, it's got dill. I can taste the dill, and it's got like a white kind of cream sauce, which I'm always a fan of. Where'd it go? We were looking through this. I was trying to find something B-Wags. Also, hi B-Wags. How are you? Happy midweek. I was opening up some of the stuff to see if I could, like, if there were any of the artifacts you could take out, and I found my own treasure map. From when I was a kid, I found my own treasure. I didn't even know this was in here. I'm gonna keep it now. I should probably keep it in there so I don't lose it, but you just make your own maps and stain them with tea and burn the edges of the stove. Same. I would try and convince my cousins, when I would see my cousins, that I had found this map. I had tried to, like, take them on little tiny, like, roleplay adventures that they thought were, like, real. I'd make up characters. Like, there was a wizard for a while. Been sick for a week, so I don't know. Aw. I'm sorry, Tater. I hope you get better soon. Are you feeling any better than you were a week ago? Pirate cookies. Your mom would make pirate cookies and put them in a tin, and I cover it in black construction paper with a skull on it. Nice. Hell yeah. Your brain hurts from D&D stuff. Oh no. Well, isn't that how you know you did a good campaign though? If your brain hurts a little bit? New IRL stream following the treasure map. It just says it's by the blackened tree. I'm supposed to walk 20 paces, but I don't know. There's a lot of blackened trees out there. Making maps and staining it. Hell yeah. Check out this GIF. What GIF? My GIF? What is all with peanut butter tonight? Attack, didn't you say you were eating peanut butter too? Just making a character is hard enough. Dude, I lose patience making characters. I like D&D. I don't have the patience to be in a I've been in one campaign. I've made like 2 characters. I really fucking like D&D, but I just don't have the patience. I do not have the attention span. I wish. Also, scheduling things with people, like meeting up at one given time consistently. Yeah, I think Magic might be a little bit more my pace because, like, Magic, you begin and end in the same session, and then you can move on. Shoving it into my face. Love that shit. Maybe I should put some peanut butter on my pizza. It might taste better. Peanut butter's fucking amazing. Crunchy or nothing, though. I gotta have some texture in there. Otherwise, it's just strange. You showed Ed the thing you're working on. It's peak. What are you working on, B-Wags? Mm-hmm. It's a Mimic Knight. It's a fighter. It's the Babeg? B-B-E-G? What's a Babeg? I have the TV on in the background, and it's on a Led Zeppelin album, but I keep hearing voices, and I can't tell if it's from the song, or if it's from Goji, or someone is just, like, kind of muttering around outside. It's the big bad evil guy. Ooh. Those are fun. I like making villains. They get better costumes. Is that a new term the youth made? The Babeg? It could be extremely gross. You don't know. That could be a thing. Let's put this over here. Okay, I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna save this last pizza. I'm gonna save this last pizza. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna start working on some shit, but I gotta eat this first. Blood sugar's important. Take care of yourselves. Apparently it's a D&D term. See, I'm not enough of a D&D nerd to know. You're ahead of me, B-Wags. Good job. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I've made a halfling character. I think my character in Baldur's Gate is also a halfling, if I remember right. And the first character that I ever made was a tiefling, because I fucking love those. I fucking love tieflings. His name is Acheron, a river in Greek mythology known as the River of Woe and an entrance to the underworld where Charon ferried souls. Charon? Charon. The name of the person that ferries souls in the underworld in Greek mythology is named Charon. Hi, bub. What? This guy did so good at the vet. He was so calm until the needles came out, and honestly, I don't get really calm when needles happen. Buddy. Acheron of the Gallows. Ooh. I like that. Acheron instead, as a nod or homage to. Come up with your own river in your own underworld, name it, and then name your character after that. Then it has meaning that also means nothing. This guy, I gave him some of his like anti-anxiety drugs about 2 hours before we went, and they hit like right as we got there, so he was oh. Do you see that cat? He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit. Goji, was it Chainbrain that we were in their channel the other day, and their cat came up, Freya, and just started looking at all the cats on screen? Loki's not like that. He does not give a fuck. Unless it's a mouse. Unless it's like a cursor on the screen. Then he's into it. Yeah, I'm looking at it too deep, but some fantasy stories like incorporate myths from existing Earth myth. Like Greek mythology or Roman mythology, right? It's like, but I'm in a new world. Come up with your own. Well, maybe it's just an alternate universe. Maybe it's kind of, but not really. You know? What's up, Neo? Welcome in. How's it going? I was eating pizza, and then I wasn't, and I was going to get up and start things, but then this handsome man came up and sat on my lap, so I'm going to sit here and pet him for a moment. That's the one we rated. Okay. She was adorable. That cat was focused as hell. Brain chain. Brain chain? Chain brain, right? How's your week going, Neo? Need more water? Good plan. Good plan. Like, the villains are badass, but the party... Oh boy. No, not so much on the party. Maybe I'm saying I prefer more fully created universes than alternate ones. See, this is going back to the whole fixation thing. Do you like making worlds, though? Ed, is the question. What's going on? Just chilling. All your squirrels in our bed. Nice. Nice. Congratulations. Good time to chill. An orc that has a yellow glow, a robot, a rat-like Master Splinter, and the others I forgot. See, without my glasses on, I just glanced at that, and I thought I read something about a yellow sphincter, which is not the case. B-Wags. I absolutely love making worlds, and yes, I made my own mythologies and multiple religions and languages and everything in between. I did that too. Especially, I remember in middle school, I made an island that was, see, I was really into hair metal too in middle school. And so I made a fictional island that was like very fantastical, and it had different creatures on it. But all of the names were references to like classic rock bands and stuff. Like the name of it was Tanara, but Tanara was Warrant backwards, and like it had different like Led Zeppelin references, who aren't hair metal, but classic rock and hair metal. I think it had some Def Leppard references in there as well. 16 years in the making. Be right back, my song is up. Wait, your song is up? What do you mean your song is up? Oh, somewhere else. Different stream. I started writing, but I can't stop coming up with shit. You're pulling a germ? A germ? See, there's another abbreviation. I have no idea what you mean. That world is Gramps. Oh, Georgia. I should have known that. If I would have used like one brain cell, probably would have known that. But I haven't read any of those books. I tried watching the show and got too angry and stopped watching it. I like this, but I kind of want something carbonated, and this is full of caffeine, so I'm not sure if I should be drinking it right now. To be fair, when you were young, it was significantly more tropey. Your own world or George R.R. Martin's worlds? Had a hard time with Game of Thrones. See, for the most part, I was fine with Game of Thrones. Here's the thing. Jeffrey pissed me off so much that it was uncomfortable. It wasn't fun to watch the show for me because every time Joffrey, I know he gets his comeuppance, but every time that character came on screen, I was just like, I don't want to fucking watch this. That motherfucker is here, and I do not care about the rest of the show. I am too angry to even get the context of the rest of the situation because I fucking hate that character so much, so I just didn't watch it. Your own world. Like low magic? Game of Thrones is low magic. Lord of the Rings would be high magic, I see. So low magic would be like, magic that's a little more like common, I guess. It's just kind of there. That's a show I still need to finish. Haven't finished Game of Thrones. I've heard that the ending wasn't great. I don't know because I didn't see it, but that would be mid magic. Common magic would be mid. Yeah, it's just there. So you have a soup that makes itself. You can heat up your leftovers quickly. Light turns green when you want it to. Low magic is where magic is feared and not used often, and it has defined. Oh, I see. I didn't realize that that was the defining boundary of that. Buddy, I gotta do things tonight. But you're being such a sweetheart. It lends to more character-based decision-making and problem-solving versus using the magic to get out of situation. Oh, so it doesn't use it as like a main, like a plot forwarding. It's just it's kind of just like something that's in the worlds as opposed to kind of like high fantasy. Is high fantasy and high magic the same thing? I think I like that a little better too. But then again, I like common magic as well, where it's just like you can learn magic, but it's nothing like spectacular unless you're like a fucking mage or something. I kind of like that too. My music stopped. Sad. All right, bud. I gotta put you somewhere, okay? Look at his little paw. I don't want to show you his butt, but his little paw. Come on, bud. There are a few awesome world builders in writing out there that do a great variation on the tropes. I find those easier to dive into. Because they're variations or because they kind of play off of tropes instead of doing like all their own stuff. Contributed to the DM's opening to the story, and that made it everyone in the town is racist to the Rama to the party. Few eggs. Why was that your contribution? Never mind. I don't want to know why that was your contribution. I need to share my world with the Discord. We do have a writer's corner, Ed, in my Discord. I don't... Or Goji's Discord. Either or. Shakes Kane at the robot. Wow! Wow, Neo. Immediately embraces the the prejudice against the robots. There's a site called World Anvil, which lets you put different parts, put all your different parts of your world in a page. That's kind of cool. Put a bed over there so he has a place. Okay, so we're doing a few things today. I am shooting a video for my music project, which is called Body Without a Name, for those of you who are not aware. I think I have a command that works now. Nope, sure don't. Draws an interest into the world, wanting to see how it plays out. True. It draws an interest. That's true. That is very true. Tropes are so common in YA. I guess that's true. Yeah. I mean, they're easier concepts to grasp, I feel, because they are YA. So tropes kind of make sense that they would be in YA a little bit more. All right, let's copy this. Let's paste this here. All right, so I have a few videos, or not. There we go. I have a few videos on this YouTube so far, and we are going to be making another one. This one is going to be kind of the most in-depth one that I've done, because one, we're making some more props for it. Two, it's going to be a lot more shots. Three, I actually have like a character in mind for it, and I'm not going to do any like exposition or anything on that. But that doesn't mean that we can't make them look really weird and freaky and interesting. Also, they're a vampire, so that's fun. Speaking of random fantasy tropes, there's a couple things I need to do for this video, though. But true. Valid, G-Wags, incredibly valid. So, couple things we need to do. I need to, one, let's do this. All right, so a couple things we need to do. I feel like the Grinch right now. We need to make a box that, okay, so we have a box and we need to make it look more like blood bags would come in it. Right now, I think it was like a screwdriver case type box. It's got Senko written on the side of it, and I want to cover that up, so we're going to do some paper mache to kind of level that out a little bit, and then we're going to paint it black. It's probably not going to be seen, but I just don't want a logo to accidentally show up there. I need to make a spilt milk prop, which we're going to make out of Elmer's glue. We're literally going to spill a cup of glue and let it dry where it sits. I have a bleeding canvas gag that I want to do as well, and I need to make a rig for that, so we're going to work on that. And then I need to just cut some labels off some coffee cans and make them so they look like they could hold paint and or blood. So yeah, that's what I'm working on tonight. It's a lot of random multimedia stuff, but I'm kind of excited to work on it. Thanks for being here while I do that. And oh, and we also need to set up this fucking easel. So that'll be interesting. I think I remember where the screws are for it, but that might be a little bit of a adventure for the last hour here. 6 a.m. self-loathing? Why are we loathing ourselves? Okay, I kind of loathe myself at 6 a.m. You might be onto something there, B-Wags. All right, cool. So first things first, I'm gonna get some stuff out of the way. Namely that. Got our giant jar of mayo. It's glue, don't eat it. I think the thing that we're gonna start on first is probably the glue, so it has the most time to dry. before we go to sleep and stuff like that. I also need to oh right, the Grinch. 6 a.m. self-loathing. 6:30 a.m. jazzercise. Can't remember the rest. All I can think of is hate, 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 loathe entirely. I can't cancel again. I forgot, Indy's in the bathroom right now, so we can put paper on the floor and not worry about our soul. I love Jim Carrey. Me too, Attack. Oh my god, though. I'm starting to have, like, some really weird, vivid dreams. Like, since stopping the weedage, like, my vivid dreams are starting to come back. And I had one, and Jim Carrey was in it, and he was sucking on someone's toes. Not something I have ever thought about before, but my brain decided, hey, you know what, Kay? You know what you're gonna dream about tonight? No, you don't. Let me show you. It was weird. Oh my god. Peach! Welcome in! What a time to join, indeed. My goodness. Well, that kind of sums up the, yeah, just welcome in. You get the idea of this channel fairly fast. Jim Carrey sucking toes, right? It was a mutual thing too. That was the weird part. I mean, it was weird. I don't know what to think about it. Peace. Thank you so much for that week-long streak. Whee! Thanks for being here. Still lurk. That's okay. Thank you for the lurk. Gods, I would be so what? I need to grab my phone. I need to bring up chat on my phone so I can see you guys while I'm getting this stuff organized. They're organized. 4 o'clock, waddle in self-pity. 4:30, stare into the abyss. 5 o'clock, solve world hunger. Tell no one. 5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again. That's right. You can't. Alright, stream manager, where you guys at on my phone? Script? What script? Is there a script? I don't have a script. 7 o'clock jerk, 8 o'clock cry. Is it, do you have anything in between those things, or is that like one right into the other? Because that's, well, if finger licking good exists, then so much toe sucking evil. Hate that. Hate that. 702 bust. Fucking vile. Alright. We're gonna keep these over here. This, I thought I was gonna need. I still might need this for when we do the blood rig thing, but we won't need it yet. For right now, I think we're just gonna do the glue thing. Gonna use our good old paint cup. Well, one of our paint cups. Not our good paint cup. Our scary, potentially lead-containing paint cup. That emo, bro. That emo. Oh shit, we hit ads! Which is probably good, because I need to get my shit together and, like, turn this table so you guys can see what I'm doing. So, we're gonna take a break for ads. Why did I have to know that? You do now, B-Wags. Can't take it back. Alright, get up, get some water. I'll be right back. See everyone in a moment. Have they not taken down any emotes that they put up like globally? Cause you're right, Ed. Some of those are not goods. Some of those emotes are very, very not good. It makes me feel better about my own emotes. TBH. What does it even mean? Praise it! Praise it! Welcome in, Bird! How's it going? Welcome back, everyone! How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're back here doing shit and stuff. So that's fun. I need to put my mouse closer, though. I wonder if I can just... There we go. That works, kind of. Okay, so, first things first, what we need to do is we need to create kind of a spilt milk look. So I'm going to be using an old cup. Woo! I'm unbuttoned here. Holy shit. Fuck it. We're back here doing shit and stuff. We're back here doing shit and stuff. So I can see you guys. And I need some scissors. Alright, so I grabbed some cardboard that I had. And we're gonna put this cardboard, or a little bit. Actually, I don't know how far it's gonna spread, so we might just use the whole thing and then set it outside to dry for tonight. I'm gonna do that. Because that way, in case the milk goes like, or the... It's gonna represent milk, but it's gonna be a bunch of glue. What about stuff the shit? We're not gonna stuff the shit. I usually stuff and shit. But, I guess this works. That's fair. That's fair. Be right back, I need a cold shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it in that order? Typically, or? I feel like it's gonna be too big. It's just gonna be our base so that we can, like, move it, but... Oh well, it'll be fine. Wait, I felt like there was something... there might have been too much there. That might have been the problem, B-Wags. So... You could be right. You could be right. Alright. A little bit of this going on. Gotta put my fucking...
Now the main
clothes back on.
is up
Hey!
Here. All of this going on up here is what's causing me the most physical discomfort. It's like a visceral reaction of discontent.
I don't think so.
This area is
Wags?
not good either. I hate this.
B-Wags! I'm sorry. Bird! I'm sorry. Your guys' name is the same color in chat. Sorry, Bird. Bird, you might be right. You might be right. B-Wags, you're not right. You might not be wrong. But Bird might be right. We are one. Might have said something good. He said he's taking steps to ban corpse. I read that. I read that piece. I mean, I saw something today, like, Brainworm Guy, speaking of Orange Man, I mean, said some stuff about, like, how Americans should be eating real food and they shouldn't be eating processed stuff, and I'm like, no shit. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna give you props for saying something that, like, that has been obvious for years. Like, you're doing a decent thing, but, like, really? Now? Now is the... Okay. Holy shit, something! Glug glug. How much milk is too much milk if your milk is glue? That's probably enough. At least he somewhat has common sense, if you can call it. I don't know if he's the one with the common sense, though, B-Wags. Not to get political. But just in general. Just saying, from what I've seen. I don't know if he's the one with the common sense. Right, no kidding. Yeah. Meanwhile, Well, and they talked about like they're gonna lead the war on obesity or banning obesity, and it's like, all right, well, I know where to start. Why is the scene in Toy Story where they sneak past the sleeping dude that was eating Cheetos or whatever? Why is that so real? I fucking love that movie. I didn't used to. Apparently, I was scared of Zurg, according to my dad. All right, I'm just gonna knock this over and see kind of like where it spreads, but it might be too thick. I don't think it's gonna spread like I want it to. I think I'm gonna dilute this with some water. Oh wait, I have glycerin. Somewhere. Alright, I need to make it a little viscous, so we're gonna add some vegetable glycerin in this. It's too thick. You sure you got the glue jar? Goji, have you been keeping your jars in places where your jars should not be kept? Because otherwise, yes. Yes, I do have my glue jar. Didn't like the spider doll thing Sid made that scared the shit out of me. That's fair. That's valid. We see you lurking. Ah, thanks for the lurk. Just to double check. Okay, what? What are we double checking on? Have good luck, have fun in Battlefield, Bird. Thanks for being here. Hey, what are you doing? Excuse you. That's my pizza. Loki was trying to eat my pizza. You didn't think that this would look sus at all for chat. What does that do? Wait, what does what do? Sick white stuff? Are you asking what I'm doing, Ed? Cause like, yeah, I knew this would look sus for chat, but like, I gotta make this stuff before I shoot my video, and I'm shooting it in like 2 or 3 days, or probably over the course of the next 3 days. I'm gonna be shooting this thing, so I need to get these props done so they can dry. It'll be fine. What does it look like? I know what it looks like. Not nitroglycerin, vegetable glycerin. They put it in, I don't know, stuff. Like lotion and stuff. What about the emo? What does that do? What does what do? What does that serve? What? Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it's gonna probably look like once we do this. Basically, okay, what I need is a prop that looks like spilled milk, because I don't want to spill milk across the table, but I want it to look like it like freshly spilled across the table. So I mix the glycerin in with the glue, and now we're just gonna kind of spread it, if you know what I mean. Also, rip this chopstick, because holy shit. So much wasted paint. Hey man, you're the one wasting it, so is it really wasted? Yep, that didn't do. Oh shit, actually, yeah, I did. I'm gonna back it up, 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 back it up. I want the baby back, baby back. Okay. Okay, okay. Stay. Cool, 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 cool. Get rid of this. That's it. That's the rest of the stream. You just get a look at a thing of spilt white stuff on the counter. I want my baby back. I'm so glad you heard that. I didn't know if anyone was going to hear that. I don't know how well you can hear me with the mic, but you got it. Ribs sound fantastic. They really do. Feel like we'd still watch. I wouldn't put it past you. That's not a judgment on your part. I just wouldn't put it past you. Alright, this is for paper mache. So nobody get any ideas. Or do.
Now the main problem area is up here. All of this going on up here is what's causing me the most physical discomfort. It's like a visceral reaction
Yeah.
of discontent coming from this area.
Yeah.
This area is not good either. I hate
Quit
this,
eating my
but
pizza.
I'm mainly worried about this.
I gotta eat my pizza or else Loki's gonna eat my pizza. Also, wow. Thanks for that. It concerns me too, but you don't gotta point it out like that. Like, what the fuck? Bro, are you really gonna eat a plant now? Loki's clearly feeling better. Markiplier getting handsy. Markiplier needs to watch himself. We ride at dawn. We would just be sus in chat. You're already sus in chat. There would be no difference whatsoever, Loki.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I mean, it's more apt, but is it better? What? Cheers. I was gonna put it in the fridge, but if I put it in the fridge, I'll forget about it. And Loki keeps trying to eat it. He's up on the counter right now. I don't think I want to eat that. That landed in some gluey spots. That's alright, B-Wags. I can take it. It's fine. I understand. I knew eventually that redemption would be used for evil. I'm not saying it's the first time it's been used for evil, but I figured it would escalate. Thank you for the stabbing, though, Goji. I appreciate that.
I will send you to Jesus.
I don't want to meet him just yet, so I was hiding from Jesus. Sorry. Incense. I was going to light an incense. I thought about either lighting a candle or an incense. Which do you think, chat, should I do? Also, Goji, would incense be okay? Just checking with you first. Alright. I need to move this glue thing out of the way so we can work on some paper mache. That's fine. I redeemed incense, so I vote incense. Okay. I think I have... Let's see, what kind of incense do I have? I have dragon's blood. Excuse me. Vanilla. I got pure home. I also have, I have a tomato scented candle too. That's also an option. I just want to throw that out there. I've got Nag Champa. I've got one called Higher Truth, something like that. What do you think? Any of those sound good? Excuse me. We need a second mic to capture you. Ed, no you don't. That's a fucking lie. You captured it perfectly well with the first one. Need to work that throat burp game. Gotta get that in there. Dragon's blood? Alright, alright. I said it comes out the other end. I know! I'm talking about that with your first mic. I've seen the clip. I've seen the fucking clip. You can't hide that from me. I sense lie. Why you fucking lying? Alright, I'm gonna slowly try to move this without moving this. Because this is perfect. This is exactly what I need for that shot. Except for the scissors. The scissors are a little much, but that's fine. That was a particularly diabolic fart, and I'm so glad you caught it on your mic. I can't fucking quit. That fucking goddamn liquid death is some fucking fizzy lifting drink. I can't quit burping. Alright. Alright, one mic for words, second mic for mouth burps, and third mic for ass burps. Fourth mic for room sound, and fifth mic for all the ghosts in the house. The ghosts have burps too. The burp as they walk off camera. It's the... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but... Cheers. Alright, cool. So, next thing we gotta do. This is going to be... So, basically, synopsis of this video. There's a vampire. Kind of a workaholic. They're a painter, and they've decided to paint with their food source. Their food source is from a reliable source. The reliable source shows up to their door and deals them some blood every now and again. It's gonna show up in this though. This is what they're gonna have their deliveries delivered in. Because it's got some cavities, got some containers. I can like put ice on the inside so it looks kind of cool. However, it used to be like a drill case, so it's got Senko written on it. If you can see that. I want to mache over the top of it so it's smooth. So that's what we're gonna do next. I'm not gonna sand this or anything because it's already kind of textury. And also I don't have any sandpaper and I don't want to get that involved. It's like 2 shots. So enjoy the clip. Thank you for that attack. I saw that. Sure, I'm gonna love that later. Thank you, attack. Between that and the pickle clip that Goji got the other day, man, my new clips are gonna be just fantastic. Found an Ed fart clip. Good! Good! I wonder if it's the same one I saw. Ed, do you have multiple fart clips? Used to be one and done, but it's like those middles that split into 5 different missiles now. Oh, damn. Did they evolve or are you skills? Good question, Goji. Good question. You're proud of it? You should be. You should be proud of it. I'm sure it came from the heart. I'm sure it did. Let's run that clip back. Instant replay. No. Wait, mine? Or the one that Attack did? Alright, this is gonna get messy. Should I wear gloves for this? Probably. No! Oh. I had the TV remote in my pocket and I accidentally paused my music. I got sad. That's a long way to travel for a fart. Straight from the heart. Straight from the soul. straight from the ectoplasmic center. Why do these prop footage videos always end up with me putting black gloves on? Alright. That's as close as a fart clip as you're gonna get from me. Because if we're being honest, it's rare. Like, I don't think I'd be shy if I could. But I fucking can't. Repo Man! Oh my god! Who's getting searched first? Goji, you live with me. I'd be a little scared asking that if I were you. Alright, let's just put a little drizzle. A little drizzle on the top here. Kind of smear it around to get an even coat on things. That's your fart? Just little tiny ones? You sound like a grasshopper ate Taco Bell? That's what you're trying to tell me? No, that's what P said. Oh, you're referring to ICBMS, the warhead split? The thing that is called MERV? Yeah, sure, that thing. Heck yeah, every nuclear weapon armed country but North Korea and Pakistan have MERVs. Just because it's common doesn't mean it's not special. Is it mustard gas or taco sauce? Big difference, I think. The S was supposed to be as an I, you're plural. Oh, I see. Fucking Ed! That's valid. Goji, I hope I show my appreciation for your love in my cooking after the facts. Like, I just hope that comes across because I don't want to feel... I don't want to come across as ungrateful. Since the Korean War. Here come the drones. Oh man, I want to listen to that album. Too bad I can't find it. I do what I can. I do what I can, Ed. I try to be understanding, respectful. Goji, if that does not come across, please let me know. One toot for yes, two toots for no. Also, hi, Patch! Welcome in, Patch! Also, thank you for doing that shout out. If there's anyone here that is not following Potch Fad, that's a sin and you need to change it. Your fart's still a story, a journey, if you will, from where they have been to where they are going. They have a bright future ahead of them. Or behind you. One of the two. How's your week going? Ayo, what you doing now? Nuka, welcome in. Right now, I am paper macheing over the top of the Senko logo that's on this box. We're trying to get it to kind of not stick out quite as much. I thought Loki was peeing on that for a minute and got really scared. I don't want there to be a logo on this when we use it, because this is going to be basically what the vampire receives their blood in from their blood dealer guy. So I'm trying to cover up this logo. I don't think we're going to see it for long enough that you would see the logo, but I just don't want that look on there. So we're kind of trying to smooth out this screwdriver box logo. That would be... Wait, hold on. The fart logs. Been lurking. Thank you for lurking. Yeah, you don't want that. Pfft. Brand representation. What is that? Interlinked. Glad to have a minute to rest and hang out here. Well, I'm glad you're spending your... I'm grateful. I'm honored that you are spending your minute to rest in here while we're, you know, spreading white stuff on a box and making fart jokes. Thank you. The drones in the 50s are nothing like the drones of today, though, and first military drones were actually... Well, it's just remote control stuff, right? I know, buddy. We're gonna get that tape off soon. Not again. Now we gotta clean that. Also, yes, there's a heart at the top chat for Attack on Base now. We're rotating them out. You should click that heart if you haven't already. You can't redeem cleanup anymore. Too filthy to clean. Huh? What? We're just singing your praises, Attack. It's fine. You're fine. It's okay. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. I'll clean my own shit, thank you. Not trying to step on anyone's toes. Oh, that's driving him nuts. Hey Goji, do you want to be Loki's best friend and take his gauze off? Because he's trying real hard. They said I could take it off after an hour. But he's trying to lick it and pull it off. Fuck! Fuck! Was that supposed to be potty trainer? Hello, this is my personal potty trainer. Hate it. Hate it. Thank you, Goji. These are my soiled pants. I made myself, I'll have you know. I worked damn hard if you couldn't see the look on my face. Alright, New Year's resolution. Wait before sending. Bruh. 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 A potty trainer as an adult is crazy. Well, it doesn't mean you don't know how to. It's just you're practicing. It's a strength thing. I usually hate new kids slang, but is crazy works for so many things. Is that a new kids slang thing? Saying is crazy for everything? I don't think that was new. It just slips out. Much like other things in this conversation. Loki's like, save me. I shouldn't have turned that way. There we go.
I know, I'm trying to help. There we go. Got it.
I was like, finally, I can fucking clean my toes. I can clean my beans. Thank you. He's so much happier now. Soviet Russian and the Nazis had radio and wire-guided tanks and tracked anti-tank mines? Damn. I don't know, I've been saying that for decades. I was gonna say...
Did they get dinner?
Not everything slips out. Yes, they did. in. Yeah, you know, that's fine. That works. Soviets tried to have anti-tank dogs, but they also tried to have also taught the dogs using their own tanks, and also war is scary, and they didn't train them for that, so it backfired. Pun intended? Pun not intended? I don't even know on that one. I think this is working. It's like less noticeable now as a logo, but I still think I'm gonna do a couple more layers on this. Poor fucking dogs, right? There was so it backfired. Yeah, dogs, mines. You know, it's fine. Use trained dolphins to blow up subs. Wait. Do they just bark at it? To blow the subs or locate and follow them? That's a good question. Like, would they just go in and blow themselves up? How would that work? Because that would be fucking sad. If we trained dolphins to find bombs just so they could run into bombs and blow them up for us, I'd have an objection to that. Not like I don't have an objection to a lot of the things that the military does, is doing, has done. But it feels worth pointing out. It's rolling their bass and they ask for belly rubs. Wait. They just put boom boom backpacks on dogs. Oh. Shit. Blew up subs. And then they were like, nah, we should track instead. Kamikaze K9s? Kamikaze dolphins, I thought. The whole tank crew has to get out and pet them. Bam, no more tank. Oh, that's fucked up. That's big fucked up. Submarine warfare is not a specialty of mine, so it could very well be boom boom porpoises first. That's ridiculous. Let's quit talking about blowing animals up. This is making me sad. How is that fucked up? Because you're saying that the dog would have something strapped to its back and everyone would get out of the tank and pet the dog and the dog would go boom. Am I interpreting that wrong? Because that's what it sounds like. What about blowing people? That's fine. You can talk about blowing... Wait. Yeah, that's fine. Blowing people up? Probably not okay. Okay. Let's talk about dry ice. Wait, dry ice bombs we made in our youth. Oh, yeah. Dry ice bombs. What? The tank? I'm so confused. The idea is that they'd see a cute dog on their back asking for belly rubs, and then they get out and pet it. By getting out, they aren't manning the tank. They aren't manning stank. How can you do your job if you're not manning stank? So the other weekend... Okay. I'm glad you asked. Not blowing the dog up. Okay, I thought they had like a bomb strapped to the dog's back, and the dog would walk up and be like, oh, cute puppy, and then the whole thing would go up. Like, okay. Alright. That's better. That's better. Still war, but better. I believe the porpoise thing was just detect and mark. No, the U.S. Navy has never trained dolphins to destroy ship or engage in combat. The official Navy position is that the animals are used for defensive and non-lethal support tests. Will be haphazard. High school, your buddy made a flamethrower from a low-temp welding torch, some welding, a fire extinguisher, and some CO2. We lit part of your backyard on fire. Oops. Oops. Are we back to the farts convo? Potch, we always come back to the farts convo. It doesn't matter how far down the rabbit hole of other shit we go down. It will always come back to the farts convo. It's just, I've noticed this in my time streaming, is that you can't avoid the you can't afford. You can't avoid... You can't avoid the farts conversation for too long. You just always slowly come back to it. You just can't. You just can't. I love standing up and streaming. This is fun. Kay just did a typo out loud. Speaking is a typo for me, Ed. If you don't know that by now, you can't. You can't. You guys escape. I believe in you. Don't. That's a mistake. That's a big ol' flaming mistake right there. Coincidentally, so am I. But you know, all spoken word is just us grunting at each other. True. I feel like I've been doing that a lot. I've just been looking, like, especially at work, because I work in a place where people consume things, you know, and buy things. I've just taken, like, moments occasionally to just step back and be like, holy shit. We're all animals, and we all think we know what we're doing because we're conscious of doing things. But we're all just fucking animals still. And we all still have that brain. I don't know, it's just weird to look at. You've been grunting a lot? I do grunt. Grunting, burping, and farting around the house. Me? Maybe the first two. And that's not me being modest. Trust me, I try. But the third, it just doesn't fucking happen. But, like, what if you this read wrong? That would suck. But I didn't. I read all of it on a tiny little screen, even. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I feel better about myself for it. Hey, you know, I think once you accept that no one knows what the fuck they're doing and that they're all just operating around rules that other people who don't know what the fuck they're doing made... Does it make life simpler? No. Does it make life more fun? Sometimes. Does it make it more interesting? Oh, hell yeah. Because then you just get to observe. My glue still up there? Okay, yeah, it is. Alright, I'm gonna put a couple more layers on this. Just to see if we can't get that logo to completely disappear. It's pretty gone, but not, like, completely gone. Oh, hider. Oh, hider. Alright, let's put some of this along the side. This is a little too perfect along here. And then I'm thinking, I still have, like, the screwdriver, like, indent on the inside. I'm thinking I want to kind of smooth it out so it looks like the blood bags are just kind of sitting in there. It's supposed to be one of those, like, insulated type thing, and it already looks like a suitcase, so it's not, like, insulated blood bag transport correct anyway. But someone's also selling blood to a vampire, so I don't exactly think they're within OSHA certified, HIPAA compliant type shit. Hoiter. Oh, hello. Alright, there we go. I want to use all of this mache cream up too. I don't want to dump it down the sink because I feel that's kind of weird. Oh, that was weak. Hold on. Alright, spread that on. L burp. I know! I know. It was bad. Weak, kind of weak. I need to get a polar. I don't know if there's any left, but I might get a polar. If there is. Hi, buddy. Welcome back. Circular workshop must be a stable gun platform. Its shape made it unaerodynamic and worst of all, whenever it fired massive cannons, the recoil caused the entire ship to spin like a top in the water. Oh no. Sorry, I just grabbed the last one. Darn. That's alright. I'm going grocery shopping tomorrow, so. Spin, spin, spin. How fast would it spin, though? Are you trying to redeem yourself?
What would I need to redeem myself?
Are
for?
you trying to compete here? Oh, you know what you would need to redeem yourself on.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah. I think there's only way you could redeem yourself at this point. And it's not with a mouth burp. No, your face is red. Oh, where'd you go? Goji, no! Come back. I embarrassed the ghost. I don't think I've ever seen a ghost turn red like that. That's a new one. Sundari Goji! Oh no! He ran away! That's alright. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have embarrassed you like that, Goji. It's what you get for taking the last polar and not letting me, you know, redeem my Elbert. But my music shut off again. Hold on, I gotta go find something to listen to. Yeah, whatever. I've listened to 2 Led Zeppelin albums, and I just started a 3rd one, so I guess that's gonna be the theme for me tonight and music. First I have seen that word, and yeah, it fits. I know I've said Sundari to you before. How's Sundari? First time you're seeing it? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes I get internal thoughts and they become external actions. Alright, I think we're almost good on this. This is pretty much covered up. I don't know. I can't see the logo on that anymore. Can you? Like, maybe a little bit, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We can see it, like, when it dries. We can see how much, like, actually comes through on it. Alright, we're gonna go set this over there really quick. We'll be right back. Alright. Search over. I guess you passed. Had to wade through a lot of white liquid, but you know what? We got there. We figured it out. Alright, cool. So, the logo's covered. We got the glue thing, the milk glue, whatever you have it drying. What else was on our list? Oh, the blood rig! Okay. This one's gonna be a little tricky. I can do it, but we gotta figure out some sort of, like, containment method to try it. I think we'll use this cardboard as a tester. God knows so. Actually, we can use the canvas as a tester. We'll just have to cover it in garbage bags so it wouldn't actually ruin the canvas. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna use this first. I don't trust myself. Alright. Clean this shit up. remote. If I lose the remote, if I don't know where the remote is, it's in my pocket. Don't let me forget. Because I will, and then I'll panic. Because I'll be stuck on Led Zeppelin. Alright, let's flip this up. Let's put that back there. This table. Do I want to use this? Processing. I'm thinking. The wheels are turning. So basically, this next prop. It's not really a prop. It's more of a rig. It's a special effects thing that I'm doing. And in the last Body Without a Name video I did, I had a full face of bandages on. And underneath it, I had these things attached to my face. So I had a layer of bandages on. And then I had all of these attached in different spots on my face. These have little water holes in them. And basically, when I would push the water through this catheter syringe, come out the holes, and it basically filled the inside of the bandages with water. And it looked like I was kind of just crying and saturating the mask, and it was like dripping out the bottom. It was really kind of concerning, disturbing. I want to reuse these, but I want it to go along the top of a canvas. So when the canvas is covered with a white sheet, and we press red liquid through this, it looks like it's filling basically with red liquid throughout the entire canvas. But I'm going to need to stick these across the top. I'm going to need to have kind of a diffuser so it doesn't just come out where the holes are. It like kind of spreads out as the liquid comes out. And I'm going to have to do it so I can press both of the catheter syringes at the same time so it comes out evenly on both sides. So that's where I'm at with these. I think I'm going to do a test run. Hey, burn that on a little bit. Oh, I forgot incense! Speaking of burning things, we'll do that in a second. We got ads in 5 minutes. Yeah, I can chat. Been a long time, been a long, lonely, 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 lonely time. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stick this on here as a tester. Yeah, I think we'll just do like a little tiny tester with this. Oh my god. Apparently it was actually the gun that spun after firing because they designed it horribly wrong. It would spin violently under recoil up to 180 degrees until it hit a stop and potentially be doing damage, and the gun would then be potential pointing at the wheelhouse. I wonder how hot it would be too, like after firing. Like how do you get a really, really hot gun to be facing the right direction after it's fired, you know? Alright, I'm not gonna use the old tape because it was on my face. That's pretty intense. I don't know. I don't know if I would sign up for... I guess you don't really sign up for, like, what ship you get to be on in the military, but still. Kinda fucking freaky. Kinda fucking weird. Why didn't they test it kind of in theory before they made it? Seems like that'd be kind of a problem here. Let's do there. Like that. Single shot, not very hot, but it's a heavy gun and had some sort of track rotation system. I bet it was brutal looking though. Lonely, 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 lonely time. And with their track record, okay, you got a point, but you'd think, but I guess you're right. I don't know. I don't know these things. Remote. Alright. So right now, what I have is, ignore the splooge on the bottom part here, but we have, this plastic tube taped across the top. Then we got the catheter syringe on this side, so this is our trigger, basically. I think I know where the okay, I'm sorry, but I don't know if you can see that, but I think that's an apt descriptor. Sorry to be vulgar, this is an this is an 18 plus stream, but tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. We have ads in 30 seconds. Everybody get up, get a drink, get a stretch. We'll be right back. See you in a minute. Behave. Alright, friends. We're back for a little bit longer. Welcome back. Hope you got what you needed while those ads were running. We at Jim? How does Jim feel about this, Ed? Not a sub-expert, but I guess we'll go with it. Thank you for the lurk piece. Thanks for hanging around and talking artillery. Hope you have a fantastic lurk. I'm working on this liquid rig. I want to try this really quick here and see if it works or not. I need to do a little bit of modification on how long this is, because right now it's kind of bulky to work with, just like trying out this process. So I'm gonna go ahead and like cut down the side of it. I'm gonna like leave probably that much. Because we essentially just want to see if this will basically leak downwards onto a canvas fairly well. I think we're gonna run into a few problems with it, which is why we're doing this before we try it. We do it actually on the canvas. But basically, I think the main issue that I'm gonna run into is it not coming out of the tube evenly. I think I'm just gonna have to like, basically this is going to be filled with liquid, and when I discharge this liquid through the tube, it's gonna start on this side. And it's going to start flowing out on this side before it reaches this side. So I think that might just be a part of this effect that I'm going to have to work with based on how I'm making it. There's a dude flexing in the mirror. Maybe they're doing like a competition or something? Maybe they just have some insane ego. Do they have nice muscles? Don't be that guy. I mean, it doesn't hurt to hype yourself up, right? I don't have anything to flex, so I'm safe from that, I think. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put, oh wait, we have to poke holes in this first. Our shadows taller than our soul. There walks a lady we all know, who shines white light and wants to show how all is to go. If you listen very hard. I think we are gonna light a candle. I need like a consistent heat source so I can like heat this needle up and poke holes in this tube. Here are my jams. Judging by the lack of muscle in the sleeve of the sports jersey, no. Yeah, don't be, okay. You're right. You were very right in that regards. I need matches. The stairway to heaven. All right. To play with fire, be responsible. Just the other day, baby. What kind of jams though? Are you wearing Spider-Man jams? Scoot this forward a little bit. In their hair said, really don't know what time it was. Sweater and sweatpants, nice, nice, nice. No Spider-Man? I guess that's okay. Thank you for the contribution, Peacemaker! I still gotta figure out what horror game we're playing next. I have not looked in our Steam library yet, but any suggestions? What do you guys want to see? It has to be like within purchase range, obviously, but I haven't played very many horror games, so my list is ridiculously huge of games that I want to play. And have some fun. Whoa. Would I'll stop by. Baby, 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 do you like it? Ah! Hot needle. I guess I could put this closer. That would make sense, huh? I need to start utilizing the gym that we have here. We have... Wait, did we discuss... Socks on or off and sleep? We have not discussed socks on or off and sleep. Is this something that we need to discuss? Preferably... If I'm camping, socks on. Because... I have this weird thing about bugs and sleeping bags. Yeah, also if it's cold too. But like if I'm camping in a tent or something, socks on. Just because I like to have that protection like around me of things to... But otherwise, yeah, preferably off, I think. Camping, socks on for sure. I don't. Sometimes I forget though. Like I've done that where I'll get into bed and I'll be like, all right, and then I realize that I'm still wearing socks. I don't know. I have hobbit feet, and sometimes it hurts wearing socks for too long. What do you mean you have hobbit feet? There's like hairy feet. That's what I think of when I think of hobbit feet. Like if you have a ponytail for too long and you let your hair down, that kind of feel. Oh, yeah. That's fair. I don't know. I feel like if I wore socks to sleep, like especially nowadays, you need protection for your feet. There's a lot of weirdos out there. No, definitely. Yeah. I don't know, if you're staying in a place where there's a lot of weirdos camping, I usually try and stay, you know, if I'm camping, I try to stay away from other people. But, I don't know, I feel like if I wore socks at night, it would not match the rest of my outfit. So, I don't know, it'd be a little weird. But I can see in certain circumstances. Ooh, also, if I'm sleeping at someone else's house, like if I'm staying in someone's, like, spare bedroom or something like that, it depends on whose spare bedroom. Like, if I'm staying at my parents' house, no socks. If I'm staying at, like, a good friend's house, if I don't know them too well, probably socks. Probably socks. For real, they are. It's so liminal. I kind of like them. Yeah, I guess it's hard to find matching socks. Gojima! Come, what? Damn, come out and say it, why don't you? Fucking give a... Alright, well... You're right. It is very hard to find matching socks for my birthday suit. Much difficult. I guess you talked about your Hobbit suit, so or your Hobbit feet, so yeah. I'll show you my birthday suit. Is that payback? Is that? Can't threaten me with a good time. Who said I was threatening you? That wasn't a threat, that was a promise. Can't threaten me with a good time all the time? Can't threaten me with a good time all the time? Like that whole sentence? Is that what you mean, Ed? What was your resolution? I feel like if I make resolutions, I break them. So I just tell myself what I want to do in the new year. No, the just... Oh! Says that all the time. Can't threaten me with a good time. I understand. I... Got it. Understand now. Alright, so I'm gonna test this on top of this kind of canvasy stuff. I'm not too worried about this getting any sort of color on it because it's going to be in the video as like a paint drop cloth, so it looks a little too clean now. I don't know. What do you guys think? It should look a little messy if something's a drop cloth, right? Well, how often is that, Ed? Well, technically, technically, anytime with, oh, fucking smooth, damn. In my heart. And flowers in her hair. Okay, so we have poked holes all along this line of fishing line. Thank you for the lurk, Melody! So now... So to kind of diffuse when this comes out of the pipe line, I think I'm going to put a line of gaff tape. If I can find the gaff tape. What the fuck? the fucking fuck? What the actual fucking fuck? Still no audio lurking? Watching a movie with your wife. Thank you. Thank you. Where did my tape go? The hell? And cry. And sings la la la. Chat, what'd you do with my tape? I have a piece here. That's not gonna be enough. Did you eat it? Chat, did you eat my tape? My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. How dare you? Wait. So I told Michelle, mid-set, how dare you? They left already. It was yummy. Well, clearly. Because you ate the whole damn thing. Oh, there it is. Never mind. You didn't eat it. And nibbled Mallard! Is that a Michelle I see? Well, PNT is still yesterday, so... Oh, it's true. How are you doing? It's good to see you. With a big brain move. Every day is ruined if you think it's debatable. Wow. Peace out, Girl Scouts. I'm going back to my workout. Hello and goodbye. Excellent entrance, excellent exit. No notes. It's in the last place you left it. That's so helpful. That's the badassery part, Ed.
I will send you to Jesus.
Do it. Fucking dare you. Alright, cool. So my theory here, right? We have this is our test rig. We have the fish line. And when I say fish line, I'm not like talking fishing line, I'm talking tubing for like a fish tank for filters. I have that along here, and it has a whole bunch of holes poked in it. The liquid is going to come out of the holes. It's going to hit the tape. The tape is going to diffuse it so it doesn't go straight down. And then it's going to come off of the tape and hit the fabric, which we're going to put over the top of it, and then the fabric's going to saturate. That's my plan, at least. I don't know if this is going to work, but that's why we're testing it on cardboard instead of doing it on the canvas. What? No! Mallard, chat. I don't want to call out Ed specifically, but I think having to ask for... Complaining about the lack of cookies in chat on your exit does not warrant coming back in and giving chat a consultation cookie. Consultation, consolation cookie. I said I didn't want to call you out directly, Ed. Trying to find a way on, you don't know which way to go. If I don't go to Chicago. Personal best with chest press. Nice. Proud of you, Ed. I like that cookie emote, Nuka. Little gingerbread. Praying won't do you no good. Trying to get this to stretch, but it's not. I think I used too little tape. I'm like too little butter spread over too much bread. Let's try this again. Okay, that's better. I don't think I need to stretch it this way just to test this. Okay, so I think we're gonna see how this works. Basically, this is our test sheet, so this is going over the... Okay, I'm gonna tape that down anyway because it's gonna bug me. Let's just do that. Let's tape that in too. Okay, cool. So this is our test sheet. All of the little holes in the tube are up at the top here, and then we have that tape diffuser underneath it. So it should hit this and flow down. I don't know if I made the pinholes big enough. Kind of a common problem to have. We're gonna find out. Where'd the plunger go? Sorry, but I can't take you. Going down now. Alright. I grabbed my other plunger just in case. Alright, so I'm going to fill this up. I'm going to keep this up like this. We're going to see what happens. I have a tarp on the floor beneath me. See, I have a tarp and like a drop cloth too, just to see if this is probably going to fail miserably, but I got some dyed water. Oh, it's already starting. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, so that works really well. I didn't even need to use the plunger on that. That was insane. Diet water? Yes, I'm using diet water for this. Holy fuck. Okay. So there's some parts that didn't quite go through, and I'm pretty sure that's just because the holes I punched were kind of half-assed. Can we do it faster? Wow, okay. Oh, so some of them, yeah, I think I just didn't punch some of the holes fast enough. Interesting. Okay. Wow, that worked so much better than I thought it was going to. So the tape underneath was able to diffuse it enough to where it just kind of like fanned out. I'm gonna have to watch like the footage back on it to make sure it didn't like streak and then spread across otherwise. But that looked like it worked really well. And then the red, the fake blood is gonna be thicker too, so it's gonna stain a lot more. It's gonna come through a lot slower because it's gonna have like a higher viscosity to, or a lower viscosity. I can never remember which one, but it's gonna be a little thicker. Wow, I didn't expect that to work that well. Holy shit. And yeah, it's pretty much all saturated now because it like spread out. We're gonna use it for one single take, so it's not gonna really matter that much, but damn! Okay, cool. I guess that's our answer. So we can... Wow. Wow. So we can basically set up that shot with the other canvas. We need to set up the easel first. We need to make sure this easel's built behind us, but this was an incredibly good test. Holy shit. I'm a little shocked that worked. Okay. I'm gonna set this down off to the side so it doesn't stain anything else. I just got to make sure that when I put the fluid inside of the catheter tubes, it's like I'm ready to go with it because it's going to come out really fast. Maybe I just need to add more tubing to it so like I have more space between the actual catheter, syringe, and the rest of the tubing. Nice. Nice. Okay. Okay, that leaves me with thinky thoughts. Thinky thoughts are good thoughts. Let's move this table out of the way. Ow! Oh, I'm excited now. That's cool. That worked well. Okay, last thing tonight. We gotta get this easel set up. We gotta set dress a little bit. What would diet water be? I think the opposite of diet water would probably be thick water. Where you add the guar gum into it and it makes it kind of like... I don't even know how to describe thick water. Thick water is weird. It's handy for, you know, people with swallowing issues, but it has a very weird... It's not even a flavor, it just... Ed, are you talking about the water that comes in like a milk carton type thing? Yeah. Yeah. Never seen bagged milk. Okay, the bagged milk is a little weird. I've seen bagged water too. I can't remember this. Gal did like a travel vlog. Somewhere in Africa. I can't remember what country it was. But she was talking about how she got bagged water every once in a while. Bagged milk is barf? Why is bagged milk barf? I wasn't expecting that kind of a reaction for bagged milk. If we were to cover that bagged milk with skin, it becomes a boob. Ed, I'm going to say this once. And only once. And if you don't hear me the first time, that's on you, man. I'm really not going to repeat this again. But, no. No. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. End statement. I'm sorry I don't like the... That's not the truth! Coming from first-hand experience, in fact, 2 first-hand experiences... No! That is incorrect! Don't you... Well, if this is where we are, I heard a new word for Kegel. A puss-up? I'll take it. I'll take it. I need to adjust the camera down. You guys are gonna see all this shit on my desk, but that's fine. I hate that. I hate that, but also... I guess it makes sense. It makes more sense than Why are they called Kegels in the first place? Can someone explain why a Kegel is called a Kegel to me? Because I want to know. Nuts. Get this guy going. If I remember right, It's been a long time since I've had this set up. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Kat hates it too. I said it to her in the morning on the way to work. No! Goji! Gojima H! Ghost, you get out here right now. I need to talk to you in person. That's not a replacement. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. That's gonna... God damn it. Peace is gonna come back from the grave. I can't... Do they have anything to do with milk bags or puss-ups by any chance? That's not reassuring, Goji. What VTuber are you watching now? What's that dirt all over it? What the fuck? Oh my god. I'm gonna drop this on my face. Oh, wait. Hear, hear, nay. Nay? Oh my god, I'm getting college flashbacks from putting this together. I haven't had this up in a while. It wasn't my background for a hot minute, but... It's been away. I've lost most of the original bolts to it, so it's kind of held together with shit I found at Home Depot. What the fuck is going on down there? Hello? Oh. Go. Technically, I don't have to set this thing up all the way. I just need to make it look like it's set up all the way, but I kind of want to. We are going to work on that big painting next time our painting stream is the community goal is complete. So I might just keep this up in the background. I'm also gonna redo my background itself pretty soon here. This might be like after this video shoot, this might be a good time to do that while everything's off the walls. I'm gonna have to find all my canvases and stuff to put up there though. Alright, we use these guys. This. Ah, whoa, I just dropped a nail on my foot. Ah, fuck. Just do that. I keep all of my miscellaneous screws in a prescription bottle, but I've also started to keep sewing needles in there. It might be unwise or it might be evolution. I really haven't figured that one out yet. So this side goes somewhere. I think this is set up so I could do this either way. It's kind of a front and back situation, if you know what I mean. Keeping loose screws in a prescription bottle sounds like an art piece. It kind of does, doesn't it? I keep all my screws in a prescription bottle so none of them come loose. Helps me keep my screws from coming loose. Helps me... There's a crazy pun in there somewhere, and I'm not exactly sure where it is. Definitely. Definitely a creative seed. What the fuck? No, that definitely goes that direction. What the hell? A creative seed of the tree of a thought. Where'd my wingnut go? I think this is my wingnut. Okay, but attack... Based on the way easels work, kinda. Because this... If I had it on the other end of... this thing right here, it kind of would be. Could fucking chop my health. That I built myself. Yeah. Just, staring down the edge of my homemade guillotine. That's me. That's me. Motherfucker! God damn it. I put it together backwards. Fucking... Never mind. It doesn't go both ways. It is one specific way that it goes. There we go. This is the real reason I dropped out of art school. Fucking hated putting this thing together. What is this? Forced labor? No, this is the voluntary labor. Oh god. Okay. Just wait until I get some IKEA furniture, then we start the forced labor. We're building a guillotine. Come on, Huskarl. We're building a guillotine. Okay, I'm scared. Don't hurt yourself. What the fuck's the point? I'm trying not to. I'll be safe. This, I've had this thing a while, Huskarl. It's kind of, you know, there's that Charlie Brown Thanksgiving thing. That little short movie TV show thing. And there's that scene where Snoopy pulls the folding chair out of the garage and he basically gets into a fist fight trying to set it up because it's just such a pain in the ass to... That's what this thing is for me. Since college, this thing has just been a pain in the ass. Easels and myself, we don't get along. This thing is also really fucking old, so, like, comparatively. So, one, it's rickety as hell. I've used it. It has survived 3 states. It's missing, like, I'm gonna say 85% of its original hardware. So, we go way back. Trust me. This thing's hurt me before. I know its ins and outs. How's your Wednesday going? I've seen dumb ways to die. This is probably in there somewhere. There we go. Give me that wingnut. The queen has been too rowdy lately, and the peasants decided removing her head was the best choice to move forward. Makes sense. Wait, does that mean I'm a queen? Because I think, given the general state of today, I'm probably more of a peasant than that, but, you know. I think this showed up a couple... What did you think? I said peanuts! Peanuts! So we're building a guillotine. Yes. Could be. A few tweaks. We could get there. Motherfucker. Well, that's debatable. Wait. Wait, what's the joke? I'm so confused. What's debatable? The peanuts? Alright. Alright. Wait, why? Why did this happen? But why? The neighbors are probably like, what the hell are they doing right now? There we go. Okay, we flipped that thing around, so this should go... These should go on this way now. Like that. I think. To the rest of what I said failed to send. Oh no! So I only got half the joke is what you're saying. God damn it, I put that on backwards too. Go. That one was an easy fix, though. That one was less potentially hazardous to our health. And our head. Alright. Don't get scared. It'll be fine. Nobody panic. See? It was fine. Nothing happened. Ah, we did it too far. Okay. Alright. Time for the night's last screw. It's a short screw, but it's taking its time. Everybody hold their breath. This is where we see if it holds weight. Okay, if I let go of this and it falls on my head. I'm still holding it. I don't know what's gonna happen if that happens, but just bear witness. Okay. Well, I don't trust that for shit, but, you know. That's in there. That's pretty stuck in there. Okay. Is Goji around? I want him to dial 911 and have his finger on the... I mean, he's watching. He's lurking. Shaky as shit, but she up. We got it. We got it. I'll have one piece that's not on there that should be on there. Somewhere, but... We're not gonna think too hard about that. Not at all. Not at all. Alright, cool. We got the easel set up. We did not get the set dress, but that's okay because I have cats and it wouldn't have mattered anyway because I don't have any double-sided tape to hold things down. They'd mess everything up and I'd have to redress the set very soon after I did it anyway. So, that's fun, but oh well. Let's see here. Just bringing chat back up on my computer. All right. I'm gonna turn this thing around. I'm gonna make sure my phone is not in the firing direction. Hi.
Hey, Brady.
All right, guys. I think we've done it. It's not gonna matter angle-wise because I'm gonna change everything anyway. All right. Phase 1 is complete for this video. I always feel really crazy starting projects like this. I used to do a lot more videos and special effects stuff. Get my cat cleaning his ass while I talk. I used to do a lot more special effects and videos like this before I started streaming a while ago. And then I stopped doing it because life. But I also stopped doing music for a while. And now that I've started doing music again, I've started to get back into this. So I always feel pretty insane making a bunch of props and making stuff that doesn't necessarily cohesively go together. So thank you for everyone who hung out tonight and watched me make a whole bunch of random shit and test a whole bunch of random things, and it's gonna come together and it will make more sense as we go along. On Saturday, we're actually going to do part of this video shoot. We're gonna shoot the actual canvas painting. So you're gonna see me act a little bit. It's not gonna be a lot of acting, but the main canvas painting is what we're gonna do. It's gonna be kind of a time-lapse thing, and we're gonna cut it down for the music video and all that stuff. But that's getting ahead of myself. Yeah, I think this is where we're gonna call it because we have finished all our projects and we need to let the glue dry on everything before we continue. I don't know if I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow. I might do another process stream tomorrow on some of this stuff, but it kind of all depends on my energy levels after work. But if we do not, I will see everyone on Saturday. I'm gonna start at noon, so we have plenty of time to get all of our recordings in before we raid out so Goji can go live Saturday night. Friday I'll be on as usual with Goji doing some Rocksmith. But yeah, we made some good progress tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me while I did all this crazy shit. I've said that like 3 times now, but whatever. This is where we're gonna end though. I snoozed ads once, so yeah, we're gonna raid over into Bogus Forehead tonight. They're on, and I don't get to raid them a lot, so I'm gonna do that. Please stick around for the raid if you can. Goji, can I have an exclamation point raid in chat for a raid message? If you have access to those emotes and you would like to use the raid message, please go ahead and do so. If not, feel free to use whatever raid emotes you want. Let's spread that art around on the internet. Smear it in everybody else's chat. And if you're not following Bogus, please do. They're an amazing musician and pretty cool person. Oh, and they got a cat on stream right now too. Themes. All right, friends. Until next time. Thank you so much for dealing with my craziness. Don't panic. Drink water. Take care of yourself. I'll see you soon.